Okay guys, I've got a few minutes and thought I would come out here and get my sanding blocks and some, I think I got a piece of steel wool. I might have to get a better piece though, and maybe hit a little bit on this old truck, this 1978 Chevy C10 Papaw, and maybe scuff up the paint. If you're new to the channel, I just stumbled across my video. I just done a complete color change on this truck from light blue, where the white's at, to white, of course, and had a darker shade of blue up here. And I went to, I call it sky blue, but it's actually Krylon Island Splash. That's the name of the paint. Hood was a different color. It was kind of a yellowish beige color, I guess, and so was the bed inside and out. So now I'm gonna got me some sanding bricks, and been thinking about where I wanted to start at, and once again I think I'm going to start up here on the top on the ridges, corners here. So I'm going to kind of hit these places here, and I'm not going to go overboard, but I thought I'd just see which direction I kind of want to go with, as far as kind of making the paint kind of thin and letting a little bit of rust come through on the white. I've got plenty of white paint. It's the Krylon Island Splash is what I'm really getting low of. And I know I told y'all before that my wife had ordered paint. It's been supposed to be here in 2 weeks. It's past 2 weeks. So, and my wife's called and checked. They still don't have it in. So I don't know if I'm going to get any anytime soon. So I'm going to be real selective on what I do to this paint here. It doesn't look too bad really, but I just want it to look like it's from 1978, not something that was done a day or two ago. So let's see what we can get into. I'll get up in this bed and we'll see what it looks like. Hang on. Okay, I'm up here on top of the bed here. Get out of here, stupid flies. I painted over this and with some white paint, and I think I'm just gonna maybe just go over it just a little bit. It's actually not bad, but I'm going to try to make these, when you see the truck, maybe a few spots that maybe I'm going to try to make a little bit thinner using these sanding blocks. My wife bought me some new ones, but I'm going to try these first because I have a tendency, as I've said several times, of getting carried away. So I'll do a little bit and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, hang in there. Okay, what do you think? If you'll remember, I had to remember myself that I went real light on the paint on the ridges, but see how this is? I really like that. I mean, what I'm looking for is if somebody walks up to it, they might think this is the original paint. This side's a little more aggressive, so I'll stick with it. But it is wore out. Gosh, I love this kind of look. I just want it to look like the paint's thin and distressed from being old. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's kind of turned a little bit, maybe a little bit, you know, brownish, hazy kind of. Boy, that sun is out and it is hot. Whew. But I'd rather have sun or rain. I'll do a little bit of this and I'll get back with you, but you can kind of see what I'm doing. I really like this look. Oh my goodness. It's dusty, but gosh, that looks so good to me. I think I'm really going to like it. Let me stand back without actually falling off the bed, and yeah, that's what I like. So I'm going to do a little bit more and I'll get back with you, okay? See you in a bit. Okay guys, what do you think? I don't know if you can see all this. With the sunlight, it is really bright, so I don't know if you can see it all, but it's got little places of just like starting to rust just a little bit up under here. It's real smooth from the sanding blocks. I mean, it's real smooth. This right here is a little coarse, but that's great because I'm wanting it to look like it's original to the truck. I had my wife to come out here, Mrs. PIB, and she said, perfect, leave it alone. So that made me feel pretty good. So this is the top. If I do any more to it, it's no big deal. But let's go around and look at the sides of it, okay? Hang on. Okay. You know, I've done this right here, and my wife said, what about that blue? I said, that blue is perfect. Because when they made these two-tone trucks, they made the whole body blue and then added the white later. So see, it even makes it look like it's original to the truck. So that's perfect, and it's almost the same shade as this, almost. I don't think anybody would ever know. There's a little spot right there. I had to get the leaf blower to blow off all this dust. Golly, it was dusty. I sanded for a little while, but I mean, it's just as smooth. And I don't know about that little spot there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'd like to take advantage of that later on. After a while, when I'm just playing around for the moment, I'm just going to see. I was anxious to see what it would look like scuffed up just a little. This is the look I'm going for. So now, let's look at the other side. I'm sorry, forgot to show you it. But like I said, I have a tendency of going too far on my scuffing. So there's a little bit of blue. That's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I'm going to like it. I can't believe how smooth this is. When it rains or I wash it or whatever, it'll make it look even better. And I'm going to put a boiled linseed oil or penetrol. I don't have any penetrol at the moment, so I might have to go to the store and get some, but if I don't, I'll just put boiled linseed oil on it. But right now I'm just kind of going over the edges of the truck. I guess I might hit the hood just a little bit. The reason if you'll remember, I sprayed brown, rust-colored brown, Rust-Oleum brown on these ridges, all in here. I hope you can see all that, but it's underneath this blue. So I thought when I scuffed, I'm going to scuff the whole truck. And right in here, if you'll remember, if you haven't seen my videos, go back a few days or so, and you'll, in my video history, and you'll see I painted some flat black under here. I'm going to try to make, maybe, I don't know, I haven't made up my mind, some of this kind of come out just a little bit, like the paints get thin. So I'll get started on that and we'll see what it looks like in a minute. But this is it right now. Of course, I got dust all over the place. That's the thing about sanding, you get dust all over, but that's okay. I don't mind. Y'all hang in there with me, okay? Well, what do you think? I've done from here to the edge of the hood. I haven't done that spot there first. I was wanting to show you the difference there as well, where I have painted and have not touched it yet. So this is, other than, those are hand prints and stuff where I was working on the fender the other day, but don't pay no attention to that. But I haven't touched this side, so I've kind of went through here. Remember I sprayed that brown paint I was telling you about earlier? So when I seen the brown paint, I kind of slowed down and went to a different area. A little right here. That's from the original color of the hood, but that's okay. I'm trying to get high spots that maybe, you know, somebody nicked it, you know, or something rubbed against it. If you go through bushes or trees or, kids or whatever, well, it gets kind of thin paint there from 1978 to now. So went up through here, I seen a little brown, I kind of said whoa on that. Whoa here, and that's that spot that I was real happy about. I don't know what's going on with it, but hey, I like it. I still have a lot to do, but here's from this angle. I'm hoping you can see all this. Do you think that's good enough, or would you go further? I don't know. Somewhere in this area, of course I haven't been over here, but somewhere in this area, I've sprayed flat black paint. So I don't know if I want to get down into all that or not. I have to get used to stuff after looking at it for a while. That's just how I am. I got used to looking at it like this, but everybody's going to know it's been painted unless there's a few places, in my opinion, that looks like this. So that's my thoughts on it. I mean, if I seen this, I think this truck's been painted. If I see this, I think that might be the original paint. I don't know. That's how I think. But I'm more critical of my own stuff than I ever am somebody else's. If I'm working on somebody else's stuff like Tim's or Tim Dixon or somebody like that, I'm more particular with somebody else's stuff than I am my own. So I don't know, that's just how I am. But anyway, got my little ladder here. I'm gonna get up there and get the rest of this stuff. I don't know, I might study about it for a day or two, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep scrubbing until I start seeing signs of black where the engine, I'm trying to make it match the black here on the fender, just a little thin on top there from rain and heat and cold and all that kind of stuff. That's the look I'm trying to achieve, but I don't know if I'll go any further or not. Anyway, I'm going to get back at it. See y'all in a bit. Okay guys, what do you think? Did I go too far, or do I need to go a little more? It's easy to go more. Let me start down here. This is the spot, and this is the spot. When I was spraying, I took my can, the bottom of the can as I was spraying, and kind of hit it. To me, it looks pretty good. That's natural right there. So on this yellow stuff here, I've been thinking if I want to, I can get that Mr. Q-tip and Mr. Dixie cup with some brown Rust-Oleum with my Q-tip and just paint that brown. So that's no big deal. My wife was asking me about the black that I painted here. I can see remnants of it, but I really don't want to. I don't know. This is where I always have my trouble. Is sometimes I go too far. Now that I'm trying to go not too much, why, maybe I need to go further. But if you've seen this just like it is, would you think that might be the original paint? I might have to do a little bit of blue right here. Maybe. I don't know. Still thinking. I had to quit for a few minutes, well, yeah, a few minutes. My wife and my neighbor came up. Somebody was asking me on YouTube the other day, they made a comment about snakes. Well, come on, focus. Somebody made a comment about snakes. Don't we have any snakes? We just disposed of one that was on his porch, like mine, in the corner. He had climbed up the house, or had climbed up his pole, and was curled up in the corner of the porch. So yeah, I'm scared of snakes, and I really don't want to be around them. They are here though. To answer your question, snakes are here in East Tennessee. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're here. He was telling me that my neighbor killed a couple of copperheads just right across the street from him under a tree. So I mean, yeah, they're here, and whenever I come outside, I'm constantly, especially when it's real hot and in the evening it gets kind of cool, you know, the snakes will kind of want to get up in the, maybe lay on the concrete and kind of cool off a little, I guess. But anyway, and I was wanting to tell you too, it doesn't really matter to y'all, but I'll tell you, this truck has helped me a whole bunch health-wise. I know I complain about my knees, but I've lost 10 pounds since I've had this truck, just, you know, working on it, sanding and all that stuff, and, you know, painting and all that kind of stuff. So I've lost 10 pounds because I don't ever eat breakfast. For the most part, I very seldom ever eat breakfast, but I just been drinking coffee and water, and then in the evenings I'll eat about a supper or something. That's my own choice. So my neighbor's working. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, and I'm just curious to see y'all's reaction on it. Yeah, I think I might have to cover that up. I didn't mean to go that far. But I don't know. I can always fix it. I've got to be stingy with my paint. So I guess I'll get back at it, and I'll get with y'all in a minute. Hang in there. Okay guys, my wife, Mrs. PIB, took a garden hose and kind of rinsed off the dust a little bit, but it gives you a little bit of an idea what it will look like with Penetrol on it. Kind of shiny looking like that when we get done with it, or boiled linseed oil, either one. And just kind of knocked the dust off of it. I didn't want to put cold water on the windshield. I didn't want it to crack. So I'm going to call it a day on this for now. I kind of sanded down the sides just a little bit, and on the white and the blue, but it wasn't a real good job. I'll do it some more tomorrow. But we're going to call it a day, maybe eat about a supper. That sounds pretty good to me. So I was wanting to tell you again, if you've left a comment and I haven't responded in a reasonable amount of time, please leave a comment again. Let me see if I can. I'll keep looking on YouTube to see what's wrong, and there's nothing held for review or nothing considered spam, but I can't figure it out. So just leave me a comment or whatever you can do, Instagram, whatever. I'd appreciate it. You're watching Primer at His Best now on YouTube. I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I have Instagram Primer at His Best. I have Instagram Man on a Budget 1, and I'm on Facebook Primer at His Best. If you'd like to leave me a message or a comment or a question, maybe one that I haven't responded to on YouTube because I can't figure this out. People that's left comments for many times, you know, and we correspond back and forth, why all of a sudden I can't answer their comment or question. So I apologize for that, but believe me, it's not me, it's YouTube. So anyway, let me know what you think about old Papaw here. I'm pretty happy about it, the way it's turning out. I'm gonna maybe watch one of my other videos and see where, if I can't remember if I've painted any brown or not, so I'm gonna look. So I thought this might be a good time to call it a day and go on from there. So I hope y'all's having a great day. I thank you so much for watching the video, and look forward to making another one, and I hope that you will look forward to seeing it. So if you would, please like and subscribe to Primer at His Best and Man on a Budget. But I think the old truck's gonna turn out pretty good. In my mind it is anyway. Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'll see y'all later.